He said it with a straight face. Not a stutter, not a flinch, just a cold line of defiance. If you can't trust me spending every weekend with my ex-wife, maybe we shouldn't be together. The words didn't cut me, they cauterized something inside me. I stared at him across the dinner table, my fork resting mid-air, the candlelight bending around his arrogance. I looked him in the eye and said, "You're absolutely right." And for the first time in years, I meant it. Backstory, setup, established the relationship. When I met Daniel, he was everything I thought I needed. A man who held doors open, remembered small details, made me feel like I was the only one in the room. He had a way of speaking softly yet decisively, like he knew where his life was going. I wanted to be part of that certainty. We built routines, Sunday morning coffee runs, late-night whispers about dreams, promises that seemed unbreakable. But promises age faster than people, and Daniel aged into someone I barely recognized. Discovery of betrayal. It began with weekends, always weekends. Work trip, helping a friend, clearing my head, excuses stacked like dirty dishes. At first I believed him. Belief is a dangerous luxury. Then I saw the text. A slip of his phone on the counter glowing at 2 a.m. Her name, Melissa, his ex-wife. The message was casual but too familiar. Same time next Saturday. Don't forget what we talked about. My chest didn't tighten, my pulse didn't race. Instead, a calm clarity settled over me, the kind people mistake for shock. I knew, and once you know, you can never unknow. Shift in mindset, strategic planning begins. Confrontation would have been too easy. He thrived on arguments, twisting words, turning blame. I wasn't going to give him the stage. Instead, I started small. I saved screenshots, I backed up files, I met with a lawyer, quietly, methodically. Then came the email from my firm, the offer to transfer to London. Months earlier, I had turned it down for him, for us. He had insisted we stay grounded here. That night, as he showered, I reopened the email. My finger hovered over the accept button. I clicked. My future tilted forward. From that moment, I stopped being his wife in practice, even if not on paper. I became something else, a strategist. Execution of the plan. I didn't leave quickly. That would have given him satisfaction, the drama of abandonment. No, I dismantled my life with him piece by piece. I rerouted my paychecks into a separate account. I boxed my essentials, labeling them as donations he wouldn't question. I started selling furniture online, replacing it with cheaper substitutes so the gaps wouldn't show. He was too busy with his weekends to notice the house emptying around him. When he asked about my late nights, I told him I was catching up at work. In reality, I was signing papers, bank transfers, housing contracts in London, exit strategies carved with precision. Each step was deliberate, each move silent. Climax and confrontation. The night of the confrontation wasn't loud. We sat at the table, dinner half eaten. He made his declaration, his ultimatum, his arrogance laid bare. If you can't trust me spending every weekend with my ex-wife, maybe we shouldn't be together. I didn't cry. I didn't argue. I just looked at him, steady, and said, "You're absolutely right." He thought he'd won. He leaned back, smug, sipping his wine. But the truth was already in motion. By the time he finished his glass, my transfer papers had been signed, my London apartment secured, my life rerouted. The next morning, I boarded my flight. At Heathrow, as the engines cooled and my new life stretched out before me, his text buzzed on my phone. "What are you doing this weekend?" I turned the camera toward myself. A quiet smile. The airport behind me. I hit send. I imagined the exact moment he opened it, his face dropping, the smugness draining, the realization that I hadn't just left, I had vanished. Clean, complete. Resolution and emotional release. People think revenge is about destruction. It isn't. It's about clarity, about reclaiming the space someone thought they owned inside you. Daniel expected tears, begging, a fight. What he got was absence, silence, the kind of silence that echoes louder than any scream. I didn't need to ruin his life. I only needed to remove myself from it, and in doing so, I ruined the illusion of control he thought he had. Now, when I sip my coffee on Sunday mornings, it tastes different, sharper, freer, because the sweetest revenge isn't fire, it's air, and I'm breathing again.